I'm Cameron, and I'm going to be going over how to assemble this key speedometer into the enclosure. You have your main PCB and your secondary. You don't have to worry about the secondary yet, but once you have your battery pack screwed into the main PCB, the power's on the bottom, the ground's on the top. You can slide it into this enclosure through the side the battery pack goes on. It's kind of tricky to get in there, but it works. And then you just want to slide that into place. And there's a little groove in the bottom of the box that the board sits nice in. Then you can take your battery pack and slide it in. The top corner you want to be the on-off. And that just kind of fits tightly in there. You want the on-off switch to be in this little window right here, so you can flick it on and off. And once you have your main PCB inside of the enclosure and the battery pack slid in, you're going to move the wires out of the way, because then you have to put your Arduino in. Arduino or GPS. Take the GPS. You want this L80 right here to be in the back corner. You just make sure you have it aligned along the rails in there. It just slides in. And you can take your Arduino and do the same thing. And then now's a good time to hook up the cables for the secondary and the OLED. You're going to take your two 5-wire cables, and those are going to go over here. The back row is power and ground, and the front row is the digital pins to the Arduino, which write to the LEDs. And once both of those are in, you can grab your 4-wire cable and put it in the headers down there. That's for the OLED. Once those are in, you can grab your secondary PCB, which is this one, and 2 screws, which I have right here, and they're going to screw into these 2 holes right here. And you're going to take your set of cables that are closest to the secondary PCB. These are going to be the ones for the LEDs. The wire all the way to the right is going to be your first LED, which you want to be the red one, or the green one, sorry. So you're going to plug that one in, and then just go in order from there. Once those are plugged in, you can grab your power and ground ones. The 2 all the way to the left are going to be your power, and the 3 are going to be your ground. Power is on the left side of the secondary PCB. I have it labeled, so you can plug those in first. And once those are in, you can take your ground ones Once those are all in, all you have left to do is plug in the OLED. So on the bottom here, they go in order of ground, power, SDA, SCL, but it's on the OLED, it's power, ground, SDA, SCL, so you just have to flip your ground and power. And once that's all in, you can take the top of your box, just push it down a little bit, and you're just gonna line it up and take your screwdriver. And just power it on. That'll read no data, and the red LED will start blinking, and you know you're all set. This will say 0 miles an hour, and the green will turn on. Once the green turns on and this says 0, it all depends on your speed. So from 0 to 10 miles an hour, the green will come on. 10 to 20 is green and yellow. 20 to 30 is the 3 of these. 30, 40, the 4th one, and then 40 plus is all LEDs. And then you can hit this button right here to check your altitude and your satellites. And then you can just power it off. Here's a video of it working outside of the enclosure. I never got a video of it inside the enclosure because I couldn't find somebody to hold the phone while driving. But in the video I'm going about 42 miles an hour. It's pretty exact. All the LEDs light up depending on the speed like it should.